Howdy, y'all. This is Mr. Ballard with the Lesson 21 summary. Most of today's lesson, however, will be focused on the recording process. So let's go over this briefly. You've been practicing your parts. You should know what part you're playing. We have the usual 12 Bar Blues backing track, and we also have our new video for today, which is Sweet Home Chicago. There's a straight up early version of the 12 Bar Blues. You can listen to that. You can do all these steps here to it. One of the updates for today's video is I have recorded some quick and crude versions of each of the parts and put them together in the software. I have multi-tracked it, meaning I did them separately and then put them together in my audio software. So you can listen to each of those. You can hear the bass line. And that's all cool. And it has the kick and snare separated from the ride cymbal. You can do those separately if you want. You can just pick one or the other for the recording tomorrow. So those are all cool. For some reason, the guitar has a big sound at the beginning of it. I have not taken the time to edit that out yet. Chrome shared piano chords. The piano chords, if you listen to the full thing at the top of the page, the full audio file up there, you'll hear it's 1, da da da, 1, 1, guitar. So you start on beat 2 of every measure, so make sure you listen to that. The piano solo is over the top of the other stuff. And I just made up a little something to sit on top of that. You're welcome, if you're practicing piano solo, to hit play on the full band and just play on top of it. And this is your backing track now. And again, it's pretty crude. This is to show you it can be done quickly and not really cleanly, but effectively. All right, let's get to the big deal for today. So the recording section. Just follow these steps and it will be fine. Most of it's just like formatting and things. So you're going to turn up your device's volume to probably 75% is good. I might change this later on the site, because if it's turned up too high, it might distort in your speakers in a way that it comes across poorly in the recording. Whereas later, I can take your recording and I can amplify the volume without having any problems. So I can make it more powerful later and cleanly. Then you open up a tab for the online voice recorder. I'm going to set my volume to 75. Online voice recorder, which is really useful. All you have to do is hit record and it'll start. Let's see what it says to do here. Now we have to make sure these are all at the exact same timing. So this metronome is set to 120 beats per minute, the same as our backing track we've used all week. So you're going to hit play on this. And then lower the volume as much as you can while still clearly hearing it, because we don't want to pick up much of this in the recording. The next step, it says hit record on the voice recorder and play your part to the speed of the metronome. Ba-da-da, ba-da. Okay, so that's the speed. I'm going to hit record, and we can edit the front and the extra sound out later. So I can hit record and delete this speaking part later. So my part, it's recording, is way up here. I'm going to do the bass line. I'm going to open up a Chrome piano, but I already have one already here. So I'll think 1, 2, ready, and. My computer's lagging. Uh-oh. Let's start over. The cool thing is I can delete this whole first part. 1, 2, ready, and. Now I'm going to go turn this metronome off because it's going to drive me nuts. And my computer is about maxed out. This computer is too old. You get a new one eventually. All right. So I'm going to stop the voice recorder, which has been recording this whole time. And what's really cool is I can cut out all the extra stuff, which really saves all of us a lot of work. If you can't figure this out, or if you have too much difficulty editing out the front and the back of the audio here, the track, send me the whole thing and I'll just take care of it. It's just extra work for me. So let's see what this is. Start over. The cool thing is I can delete this whole forever. 1, 2, ready, and it's playing it fast. Yeah, so we're going to go to here and find out where it starts. 1, 2, ready, and so right that moment right there is where it starts. So we're going to pull this forward to right there, and we're going to see where it ends. So we're going to try and find the end of this little shape here. Yeah, my computer's lagging pretty hard. It's recording video and audio, and it's old. So what we'll do is we'll pull this here to the end. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just make sure somewhere in here is your stuff, and I can fix it later. And hit save. It's just going to save that 23 seconds or whatever. 21 seconds, 22 seconds. 3. So when I hit save, it's going to save it as an MP3 file, which is pretty cool. If on your Chromebook you're having trouble finding it, you can just search for record or downloads, and you should find it. I'm going to do it in my little Mac way here. Even though I'm a PC guy, I use a Mac for school because they gave me one, and it's pretty good. So now I have the file here. I can mess with it. I can rename it, and I'm actually going to rename it the way it says here. So I've recorded, and this thing is really lagging hard. It will save as an MP3. I'm going to rename it with my homeroom teacher's last name, my music part, and my first and last name. So like Gardner, bass, John Ballard. So let me rename it here. There it is. And guess what? I am going to put it on my desktop so it's easy to find. As long as you can find the file, it's all good. So now I have my file. I'll make sure it works. Yeah, heavy lagging, but you know what? You guys aren't recording video at the same time, so yours probably won't. So what I'll do with this now is I'll go to my email. I will type in, oh, Zach made a recording work. Sweet. Okay. Oops, I'm going to compose it. To john.ballard@mcdowell.k12.nc.us. And the subject line is going to be the same as this file down here. I'm going to go Gardner, bass, John Ballard. And I'm going to attach the file. That way in my email, with all the stuff I get all day long that I don't actually care about, I don't get rid of your stuff. That would be sad. I'm going to open. So guess what? Now that file is going to be here. I'm going to send it to Mr. Ballard. Mr. Ballard is going to do something cool with it. So it's now sent. And guess what I can do? So you've sent me your file. We're pretending. This is the point at which you're done, and you get to see what happens. Still sending. At this point, I would download it. Silence, computer. And we're going to pretend like I downloaded it. There it is. I'm going to open up my Audacity program. And what I can do is take all of your files, I'll put them in a folder, and I'll put them all in Audacity and make it one big band part. So let's put this up here. And look at this. Boom! I can put you guys together. And I can make it stronger and softer and change the pitch and make it nice and pretty. And then save it and email it all back out to you guys. It'll be epically cool. So, that's how that's going to come together. We'll have a lot of fun. And we will have some cool audio. You will have a performance.